Imagine being locked in a bathroom stall, your ears muffled, palms sweaty, and everything turning black and white. This was the reality for one woman in June 2014. She had no idea what was happening. She had been told throughout her childhood she was just too sensitive and emotional. She carried this belief with her as an adult. She pushed through, returning to her corporate fashion job, unaware that she was experiencing a panic attack. For years, Carly Schweet interned at top global fashion brands and lived in New York City, dedicating her life to apparel merchandising and business. Life in the fashion industry was intense. She became a chronic people pleaser, always putting others' needs before her own. Her body tried to warn her with signs like itchy eyelids and skin, digestive issues, and sleepless nights, but she ignored all the signs. On top of this, she was single, recovering from a relationship that made her doubt her self-worth. She turned to the gym to escape. Working out with a personal trainer helped her regain her self-confidence and value the little moments of self-care. Carly started to prioritize herself, taking lunch breaks, eating healthier, and questioning what she truly wanted in life. It took her another year to realize she was a chronic people pleaser, always quick to say yes and too scared to say no. She continued to miss all the warning signs her body gave her. She was known as the dependable coordinator Carly, swooping in to save the day. Common signs of people pleasing include difficulty saying no, overcommitting, and feeling guilty for prioritizing yourself. She says that rescuing others gave her a sense of purpose, but it left her burnt out and exhausted, unable to communicate and connect to her true needs. After a lot of self-care, yoga, and meditation, she became a proud, recovering people pleaser, no longer afraid to say no. Carly regained control of her power, and her anxiousness to please no longer defined her. She learned to prioritize self-love, set boundaries, and take care of herself. Carly has shared her journey with thousands as a coach, writer, and author. Imagine you're always trying to be the nicest person in the room. You say yes to everything, even if you really want to say no. Like if a friend asks you to help with their new home, but you have your own projects to finish, you still agree because you don't want to upset them. You might avoid arguments like they're the plague. If someone says something you disagree with, you just nod along instead of speaking up. It's like when your significant other says they love a movie you secretly can't stand, but you pretend to like it too. You might find yourself saying sorry all the time, even when you haven't done anything wrong. It's like walking downstairs and apologizing to the step when you fall. On the outside, you are always smiling even if you're feeling down or tired. This was a regular pattern for me. I felt unable to truly express myself due to the disconnect between my emotions and my outward appearance. Eventually, I understood that I wasn't treating myself with the kindness I deserved. It's like wearing a mask that hides how you really feel. Inside, it can be pretty exhausting. This can lead to feeling frustrated because your own needs aren't being met. It's like always letting others pick the restaurant and you never get to eat what you want. And there's this constant worry about keeping up the act. You might fear that if people see the real you, they won't like you as much. In the end, it can feel like you're missing out on being true to yourself and doing what really makes you happy and fulfilled. Let's talk more about what it looks like to be a people pleaser. This is when someone tries really hard to make others happy, even if it means not doing what they want. Imagine as a kid, you always agree to do what your friends want, like playing a game you don't enjoy because you're scared they won't like you if you say no. This fear can make you a people pleaser. Sometimes, people feel like they need to earn others' approval to feel good about themselves. Like if you keep letting your boss pile on extra work, hoping they'll think you're one of their best employees. Some kids grow up in homes where they need to keep adults happy to avoid trouble. If you were always the one cleaning up after your siblings to keep your parents from getting mad, this could be why you became a people pleaser. When you're always trying to please others, it can be exhausting. You might feel stressed because you're doing things you don't really want to do. Imagine always volunteering for an organization and not having time for your own interests. That's tiring. Also, friends might not get to know the real you because you're too focused on making them happy. This might make you feel alone or like people don't appreciate or get you. Here are tips on how you can begin to change this behavior. Start by paying attention to when you say yes, even if you want to say no. Maybe you're always agreeing to watch your neighbor's kids just to fit in the neighborhood. It's okay to say no sometimes and healthy for your well-being. Practice telling your friends, "I can't today, maybe next time." It might feel uncomfortable at first, but it gets easier. Another way to respond is, "Let me check my schedule and I'll get back to you." Spend time doing things that make you feel good about yourself. What activities and interests gave you joy as a kid or young adult? Maybe drawing, reading, or playing with your pets. Anything that makes you happy without seeking approval from others. If you're challenged with guilty feelings, talk to someone you trust, who can listen without judgment or opinions. They can help you find ways to be yourself without always worrying about what others think. We always strive to be kind and helpful, but it's also important to take care of yourself. Finding balance will help you have healthier relationships and feel more confident in who you are. Being true to yourself means you can hang out with your friends and loved ones without feeling any pressure to be someone you're not. It's like taking a deep breath and feeling free to laugh, share, and enjoy every moment, just as you are. Because no one can bring what you do to the table, and that's what makes you truly special. Until next time, may your heart hold fast with courage, change, and impact.